The truth is, we're all getting older, and you know what? It sucks. It really does. As a person incredibly sensitive to almost everything, I can tell when even the tiniest changes happen within my body. This year, about halfway through my 44th, I noticed many significant physiological changes. Well, it just so happens that scientists have now actually quantified aging, and the first of 3 age bursts happens at 44. Okay, yeah. The best way to combat this is by regularly applying Alpha Skincare's Renewal Body Lotion, 12% glycolic AHA to your body. Minoxidil is the most clinically proven treatment for hair loss. Start weight training at least 6 months before turning 44. Taking a hot shower before bed is crucial for setting me up for a good night's sleep. Aging occurs in 3 accelerated bursts, rather than being a slow and steady process. Check this out, you're not gonna believe this. Louis Armstrong called. He said he wanted to sing my opening jingle. Couldn't you believe this guy?
Sincerely, Sammy. Sincerely, Sammy Shaw.
Aging is the accumulation of oxidative cellular stress or damage indicated by both outward and inward biological markers. In this video, I hope to help you understand how to mitigate both effectively. Go off! Stanford University scientists have found, based on the analysis of certain classes of molecules, that aging occurs in 3 accelerated bursts, rather than being a slow and steady process. By testing volunteers' blood and stool samples and skin, oral, and nasal swabs every few months for nearly 7 years,
researchers assessed 135,000 different molecules, metabolites, proteins, and RNA, and microbes, the viruses, bacteria, and fungi living on the skin and in the guts of the participants.
It was determined that the abundance of most molecules and microbes did not shift chronologically, gradually. And when the scientists looked for clusters of molecules with the largest shifts, they found these transformations tended to occur when people were in their mid-40s and early 60s. Previous research suggests the third spike in aging occurs around 78 years of age. Initially, the mid-40s aging shift was attributed only to women due to perimenopause, but the data revealed similar spikes were happening in men in their mid-40s too.
Look, Petrie, I slide!
No spike. You fall.
The first surge of changes at 44 includes molecules associated with cardiovascular disease and the ability to metabolize caffeine, alcohol, and lipids. So, starting at 44, you may want to schedule a baseline checkup with a cardiologist. It also means you should start being mindful of caffeine, alcohol, and fat intake. The second wave of changes at 60 includes molecules involving immune regulation, carbohydrate metabolism, and kidney function. This means starting at 60, you need to stay current on all yearly vaccines. Ensure you get regular complete metabolic profiles, or CMPs, to monitor renal functionality, and be mindful of your sugar intake. Changes were found in the molecules linked to skin and muscle aging at all 3 time points. These findings could help target interventions, such as increasing exercise during periods of more rapid muscle loss, which we'll discuss next. Ultimately, we need to adjust our lifestyles while we're still healthy. Let's talk about weight training. So, considering that at 44, during the first age burst, that's right now, our muscles begin aging, ideally, one should start weight training at least 6 months before turning 44.
Hey Bruce, I brought over that sixer.
If you, for example, only start weight training after 44, you'll have to work nearly twice as hard to yield the same results, and playing catch up will be exhausting. This doesn't mean that if you're older than 44 and haven't begun a weight training regimen, you shouldn't start. It's just easier to start before then. Now, we all know that lifting weights builds muscle. However, a new study of the molecular underpinnings of resistance exercise suggests that it has unique benefits for fat loss because it changes the inner workings of cells. Many pigeonhole resistance training as muscle building alone because of the obvious changes to muscle strength and size, but weight training also reshapes our waistlines and metabolism. In every cohort, athletes, young women, and even overweight men, weightlifting increases energy expenditure and burns fat for at least 24 hours afterward. Likewise, people who only occasionally lift weights are far less likely to become obese than those who never lift. Also, after 6 months of heavy lifting, muscles will burn more calories simply because they're larger.
However, some metabolic effects of weight training on fat stores occur
Immediately
after exercise.
For example, after weightlifting, muscles release a cascade of proteins and hormones that enter the bloodstream and trigger biochemical reactions in the various organs they reach during a process known as cellular crosstalk, which is when our tissues pump out tiny bubbles called vesicles. Previously considered minuscule trash bags stuffed with cellular detritus, vesicles are now known to contain, among other things, healthy, active genetic material. Ultimately, weight training shrinks fat by creating vesicles in muscles that, through genetic signaling, tell the fat it's time to be broken down. So, one of the most instantaneously powerful things you can do for your body, health, and appearance is to lift heavy weights. If you're unable to go to a gym, buy a set of exercise bands and some free weights for your home. Anyone can do this. Remember, it typically takes about 2 weeks before something becomes a habit. Additionally, you can combat aging by paying attention to your skin, hair, sleep quality, diet, and stress levels. Let's start with skin, as it can be one of the most significant indicators of age. Aging diminishes the rate at which our skin's topmost epidermal layer, the cornified layer, turns over. This results in dullness and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The best way to combat this is by regularly applying Alpha Skincare's Renewal Body Lotion, 12% glycolic AHA to your body, of which they've sold over 4 million bottles, and Alpha Skincare's Enhanced Renewal Cream, 12% glycolic AHA, to your face. By the way, if you go to Alpha Skincare's website, you can purchase both of these products in a Glow Renewal Set bundle for only $34.
It lifts and separates.
I also use a retinol formulated by my dermatologist, which thickens our thinning, aging skin while evening out skin tone and improving texture. And I use SkinCeuticals Hyaluronic Acid Intensifier Multi-Glycan Serum, which improves skin's firmness. Hair loss. As we age, we lose hair, and the structure of our hair changes too. Minoxidil is the most clinically proven treatment for hair loss. It can be applied topically, Rogaine being the most commercially available brand, or taken as a low-dose oral pill. Prostaglandins can be applied to the eyebrows and eyelashes to make them longer, thicker, and more abundant. I use Nubrow on my eyebrows and Latisse, a prescription easily gotten, on my lashes. Sleep. Getting enough good sleep every night is imperative for aging well. When you're asleep, more blood flows to your skin, allowing collagen to rebuild and repairs to be made from damaging daily UV radiation exposure. In addition to lifting weights for 35 minutes 5 days a week, which creates endorphins and regulates all biochemical systems, taking a hot shower before bed is crucial for setting me up for a good night's sleep. I also sleep in a pitch black room and have a $16,000 air-conditioned, climate-controlled bed that responds to my night movements, but we'll get into that jazz in a later video. Diet. You are what you eat, and eating 30 different plants per week improves the health and diversity of your gut microbiome, positively impacting many areas of health and
slowing aging.
If 30 sounds excessive, you'll be pleased to hear that it's not just veggies and fruit that count, but nuts, grains, seeds, herbs, and spices. And do your very best to avoid ultra-processed foods.
Just know there's no anti-aging supplement more potent than eating diverse, brightly colored plants daily. Nothing is more effective.
Stress. It comes in many forms, and aging accompanies it.
Working 9 to 5.
Consumerism and social media have adversely affected our lives and society significantly, contributing to an array of problems such as anxiety, depression, and a lack of genuine connection, which over time causes premature aging. Research shows that stress associated with both getting and spending and time on social media platforms can promote unhappiness because these activities distract us from the things that nurture happiness, including fellowship and quality time with family and friends. Forming deep bonds with loved ones is an incredible anti-aging remedy. Now, let's talk about the science.
Science! Science! She blinded me!
Some scientists are touting the anti-aging benefits of a biologic immune-suppressing drug typically used by organ donor patients called Rapamycin because it inhibits the mTOR complex, a fundamental biological pathway involved in many aspects of cellular health by decreasing inflammation and ramping up a cellular trash removal process called autophagy. Another drug, Metformin, a type 2 diabetes medication, whose mechanisms are complex and involve multiple actions, has similar anti-inflammatory effects that could help protect against common age-related diseases and cancer too. But the long-term risks of these two drugs are unknown, and it's just not advisable to, once again, take things that have not been thoroughly vetted by clinical research. Remember, listening to your body constructively, proactively, and healthfully adapting to biological change is the best way to counteract aging. But enough about that! I think it's time for some cat! Okay, that's it for this show, he, she's, and theys. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and try to learn some stuff! Damn it!
Talking about credit, where credit is due. Snip it and snap together for Sammy.